he start with an early hatch. His opponent is really fond of this idea of starting with early aggression. Will he go for the same build again, though, or will he this time try to start with a pool? That's what I really want to see, what Sniper is going to do here. He's starting at the bottom right. He's starting in the red once again. The MVP player.
MVP Sniper. I'm not good at that.
One deep breath.
Of course, at the top left, from the Team Prime, our team captain. His idea is Annyung.
And he's starting with the 10 pool.
Again, he is a hyper-aggression guy. He may have studied that Sniper always makes late pools, because so far he's been showing us that as well. And in the past, I can think of a lot of ZVZs where Sniper went for late pool. But it's almost as if...
And gas, again.
It's funny because it just does not feel like Annyung is taking this seriously.
Why? This is absolutely valid build. This is a really strong build. I love it when they do the 10 pulls.
But 3 games in a row, I feel like...
Nestea does the same thing.
Yeah, Nestea actually does often do this. 3 games in a row, though, I feel a little bit like... And it's taking too much of a gamble. See, the pool timing here for Sniper is actually going to be totally fine as long as he doesn't mess up his micro.
Yeah, but it's mind games as well. You try to mind game your opponent into a situation where he's, okay, well, you started with an early pool every single game so far, so this time you will rely on your macro. You're not going to do it again. You always try to play not only the map, but also the player. And Annyung with this aggression has the problem that we already have Sniper with the pool as well. But with this early baneliness and also the gas that he has for speed, he definitely is in a position where he can take it. Sniper, as you can see, is now getting the hatch. But I really like that Annyung is playing this aggressive. And in ZVZ, I don't think that indicates that he's not taking it seriously. I actually just think that he's loving this aggressive style and tries to get an early advantage due to his build order.
And he may do just that on this map. This is the rush distance here is not too long. He's going to hit this hatchery very soon, and this time he's not hiding his lings. He's actually just sending them straight up. He may just decide to make 4 banelings at the natural, just like we saw him do every other game so far. As the baneling nest will finish right as he gets the natural. And is he gonna? Yeah, there they are, just like every game we've seen this entire best of 3.
Another problem is that there won't be any kind of choke block. This is not happening. There is no choke block.
There's nothing.
The queens won't be ready, so this is definitely a timing where you will pressure your opponent. And look, we don't have speed this time. He's just completely relying on the banelings.
Yep, and
he wants
here they
to
go.
make the banelings happen.
That one baneling is going to probably die before he can connect, but he's still got 2 more. The spine is going to finish very soon, but he needs to pull the drones. He's not pulling them. What is happening with these? He's going to just go for the spine, I guess?
What is he? Yes, he kills the spine, takes the spine, and now he tries to take down the queen, but the drones are already in position.
I thought that was a terrible choice.
Banelings here. He was a little bit indecisive with his banelings, wasn't he? He always moved back with the spine collar up. He would have lost the game immediately. But as it is, he is so far behind in the workers. He's only at 9 against 13 and 2 base for Sniper.
I strongly feel he could have actually just targeted down Harvesters there. And now he can't even get up the ramp easily. He can break through with his banelings, but I mean, it's not cost efficient. He's going to lose that baneling before it can hit workers, so he sends it back down to attack the queen. I like how he makes sure his banelings are always hitting something when they die, but I mean, this is not enough. Second queen comes out.
Playing really well here, and Annyung is certainly in trouble. He's trying to make this work somehow to continue this aggression, but the problem that he's definitely facing is that he's running out of steam. He's down to 15 supply against 22.
He hasn't droned even a single drone since he's been at 9 this whole time. The last drone he made into a pool was like the last drone that he ever had.
As soon as that Spinecrawler is in position and the queen blocks the ramp, it is basically, I don't want to call it GG, but it's the toughest position ever for Annyung to make this work with the position he's in, with less Harvesters and the Spinecrawler in the picture at the ramp, where it can be put to the best use ever. You can't even run by. As soon as the second queen is out, this game is basically over.
Yeah. And it's already...
Oh, there are 2 queens. Sorry, there are 2 queens blocking the choke point. So how do you make this work?
GG.
You don't.
No, it cannot be done. Really aggressive builds, well executed. I feel like the final game could have been better if he went for the drones instead, because then the Spinecrawler is up, but what is it defending? The drones are dead. And the positioning of the Spinecrawler made it so the drones couldn't even run to the left, so it would have been even easier for him to kill some of those drones. But in the end, whenever you try to detonate banelings on drones, you're always taking somewhat of a gamble, because if he splits perfectly, or if you mess up, then it's like, well, your banelings are wasted, and I guess you lose.
Yeah, you need to hit with 2 as well. So in the first game, ends in favor of Annyung, but then it is Sniper who takes game number 2 and 3, advances to the next round of Code A. And Annyung Prime, I don't know, game number 2 and 3, and in the second one I could have seen him win with a little bit more luck, I guess, but game number 3... Sniper just had his number. By then, Sniper was like, okay, you're going to do exactly the same thing again, and I'm starting with an early pool right now. You are not going to win this. I get my spine crawler, and as soon as the spine crawler is up, you are in trouble, sir.
Yeah, he took a huge risk in that best of 3, but like you said, last person to come in, first person to go out. Annyung taking a super quick best of 3. We are going to take another 5-minute break when we get back. Yu-Gi-Oh! Against Harrier.